What a beautiful stage it is here in Cascadia, and it is set for battle tonight between the Vancouver Whitecaps and the Portland Timbers. One change for the team that lost to New York. Eric Alexander in for the suspended Diego Chara. Kosuke Kimura, broken nose concussion on Sunday. He's back in the starting lineup. The team that lost to the Sounders last week, Jay DeMerit returns from 2 games away with a concussion. John Thorrington in the middle, in for the suspended Gershon Coffey. David Gantar in charge of his 13th MLS game. Was about to get underway, this one tonight, but Barry Robson a little bit excited to get in. Gantar reffing a Timbers match for the first time, and he does now get underway the 72nd all-time meeting between the Portland Timbers and the Vancouver Whitecaps, dating back to 1975.
Can create more, can get more service into the front, guys.
Nagbe pass 1, Nagbe pass 2, forced wide. Songo the first time effort right to Canada, the near post.
Well, he's coming back to something like his best form, Frank Songo. Only one thing in his mind here, to work the goalkeeper. Again, Nagbe breaks from midfield. Just make sure he gets a good connection on this, Songo. Doesn't try to overhit the ball. Works Joe Cannon in goal. He's pushing one way, then he's got to run back onside before the ball's kicked.
Cizo again swings it in, and just wide there, Horst and DK each getting a half touch. It is actually last off the defender, they say.
Well, David Horst is suggesting that maybe DK got in his way because he's thinking he's heading this at goal. Somehow came off the white shirt, but it's a decent delivery to the far post. You see DK just jumps in front of Horst, and well, I think it might well have come off Jay DeMerit in the end. David Horst is again not far away.
Final 5 minutes.
I think both teams feel that maybe there's a chance to sneak a goal before half-time. Timbers have been a bit vulnerable around this period in the games.
Jewsbury from Alexander trying to slip it through for darlington. Nagbe! And there it is!
Three and 3 for the boy wonder. This boy started out as Robin, he's turning into Batman. He gets there, and he's controlled, and he's composed, and now he's got the poise of a top-class player because he lets Cannon go down and just lifts it over him. It's a lovely ball to him from Jack Jewsbury, but look at the composure in the young man. Not a moment of panic, lets Cannon go down and just lifts it to the other side.
Picking up with the Whitecaps, Camilo to take this time. To the back post, back in front by DeMerit. Mosquera heads away. Alexander, dangerous there off the arm. Trying to get in there was O'Brien. DeMerit scuffs at it, falls for Miller, and Vancouver, right at the end of the first half, has tied the game.
Well, it's a really scrappy goal. It's a real sickener for the Timbers. They never really get this ball away. It's kept alive by DeMerit, headed out by Mosquera. It's not properly cleared by Alexander again. Ball's never out of the 18-yard box, and somehow it finds its way to a goal scorer who needs one touch to set, one touch to finish. And the Vancouver Whitecaps find themselves on level terms.
Now, Kenny Miller hadn't managed even a shot on goal in his first 5 matches. Mosquera and Horst both come forward. DeMerit and Horst getting at one another. Songo on frame and slips through! And the Timbers have retaken the lead!
Well, it's a night when the informed players are delivering for the Timbers. This time it's Frank Songo. I have to say, will go down as a goalkeeping error. Joe Cannon must do better with this. But the ball bounces in front of him, he doesn't get his hands to it. He's had an uncomfortable night all evening, but credit Songo, gets the ball on target, makes the keeper make a save. And that's sometimes what can happen.
Jewsbury can't take him off the ball. Richards again. Big from Donovan Ricketts, still a threat. Camilo off the line from Stephen Smith. Robson on the ball. Davidson from distance over the bar.
Well, that's first-class defending by Stephen Smith, because more than any other Timbers player he read the danger. Donovan Ricketts comes out first of all, gets a good block, but watch Stephen Smith realise that there's a problem, get himself to the goal line, and it's a fantastic header because he's almost facing the wrong way, facing towards the goal, and somehow he swivels his neck and manages to get it away from the target. I've got to tell you, that stops as good as any goal at the other end of the pitch.
They're able to control, hands off to his countryman Barry Robson. Jewsbury tried tracking from behind. Robson awkwardly knocked wide by Ricketts. Wonder if he was screened. It's out for Vancouver's 5th corner kick.
To me, as though the ball might have moved on him. Donovan Ricketts seemed to get his body behind it, and all of a sudden it looked like it was going to squirm away from him. Robson blasts through from 20 yards.
Robson again looking long, this time for Maddox. Oh, he's got the arm up high on David Horace. Linesman has whistled for that foul, or flagged for it at least, and there's more punishment coming for Darren Maddox.
Oh, well, that's a little bit of a nasty challenge to me.
Well, he's talking to Richards, the referee, but it was definitely Maddox.
Yeah, you see the arm go straight in the face of Horst.
Consulting with his linesman, David Ganter, he was trying to pull Dane Richards over at first. Richards going, why? It wasn't me. And finally, you see the little headset, the communication he has, both with his linesman and the 4th official, trying to make sure he gets it right.
He's not sure which pocket to go for, which card.
He's lost his yellow card. And it's a red. Darren Maddox sent off.
I've got to tell you, that's at the instigation of the linesman, because there's certainly been communication between the two. Maddox did throw the arm. I don't think he particularly caught Horst. It was a dangerous challenge. I have to say, it's probably worth a yellow. You see, he throws the arm across, catches Horst in the face. By the letter of the law, you can understand why the referee might see that as a red.
He was on the field for just 19 minutes, Darren Maddox.
Made a dramatic impact as a sub in the first game. He's made a dramatic one this time around, but slightly negative from the Whitecaps' point of view.
Well, they were prepared to make a sub as all that was going on as well. And that's it. And that was coming. You saw the Timbers building up to it the last few weeks. It's a first win for interim head coach Gavin Wilkinson.